4:45 as you're watching the Now Tampa Bay, we are following the arrest of the suspected Seminole Heights killer with team coverage. Laura, you're right there in Seminole Heights learning a lot.
Right, and right next to that memorial that was put up for 3 of the victims just before the 4th victim, Ronald Felton, who's just 60 years old, who was shot and killed while he was just trying to go volunteer at a church. There's one thing we have been doing, though, during the course of this investigation. We've been keeping in touch with a former FBI profiler for a little bit more than a month now, and she's been telling us what she thinks or who she thinks this person is. After she found out who was arrested yesterday, she says this is like nothing she's ever seen in the hundreds of serial killer cases that she's studied, and she thinks this case will go down in textbooks for criminology for days to come. Retired FBI Special Agent Dr. Brianna Fox says authorities have done a great job with this case, but she's also applauding the community.
The communities are always often who solve these kind of crimes. It was someone in the community who came forward and said, this doesn't seem right.
She's talking about the McDonald's employee who reported the gun in the bag they were handed by the accused killer. But a question so many are still asking, why would he allegedly murder 4 innocent people at random? Fox says she would start with a person who seemed like a bright individual with a bachelor's degree, who even was a college athlete.
He ended up working at McDonald's, and so now he's very upset. You know, all of these dreams that should have been happening didn't happen, and so he's very upset and frustrated at the world, and now this is how he's acting out.
She stands by her first thought, what she told us in our first interview with her on October 20th. She still believes, even if he didn't live in Seminole Heights, he definitely has ties there.
While serial killers may go outside of their comfort zone to kill, the fact that he would keep coming to this exact specific location, it's unheard of.
Do you think he wanted to get caught?
It's interesting because I've heard he didn't confess, and the killers that want to get caught typically play games or, are more willing to confess. But I bet he's feeling very relieved that this is over in one way or another.
Not just him, but an entire community.
Oh yeah. I mean, you see people running finally back in our community. People are out and about, and finally, church bells were ringing last night that finally the arrest has been made.
And you heard Dr. Fox talking there in that package saying that there's still a possibility that he had ties to the Seminole Heights community. We did find a small connection there. The Donaldson family in Seminole Heights, they owned a home in the early 2000s near where one of the murders happened. But that's been the only connection we've been able to make since the arrest yesterday around 4 o'clock.